I'll be editing the first minute off of this. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Maggie, and welcome to Kundalini Yoga. Yoga, as I am sure you know, takes many forms, including the physical hatha, and is a spiritual and wisdom tradition that dates back at least 3,000 years to northern India, South Asia. The word Kundalini refers to the energy that works its way up the spine like a serpent, or you can picture it as a DNA strand. And you will probably recognize quite a bit in today's practice. We will be incorporating movement, breath work, meditation, and mantra to help us release this energy and get it flowing up through the spine. And today we are practicing the Kriya, which is a set of activities for energy, creativity, and prosperity. And we're going to start taking our breath back. We're going to re-enter the room, re-enter our bodies, and relax into your position with a straight spine. And we're going to inhale through the mouth like we're sucking up a milkshake through a straw. And then we will slowly exhale through the nose. We're going to do that 3 times. So let's get ready. Right back here now. Now, many of the words and terms used in the practice of Kundalini are written in a script called Gurmukhi, which means from the mouth of the guru. This script was developed by the second Sikh guru, Angad, in roughly the 16th century. And to get started, to bring ourselves back to center, start off our practice, we can rub our hands together. Especially since it's cold here in Charleston this morning, we're going to warm up a little bit, get that energy going between our hands. And we are going to be holding our hands in prayer in front of our heart with our thumbs pressed against our chest. And I'm going to put these words in the chat that we're going to be saying so that we can all see what they are. And they are Namo, Gurudev Namo. And it means I bow to the guru or divine teacher within. Gu means darkness, Ru means light. So it refers to someone who can bring you from darkness to light. And that someone is within. So let's take a deep breath and release. And on our next deep breath, we'll begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Now, we're going to do a few warm-ups and we're going to start on the floor in a seated position. I'm going to move out of the way here, move my little cushion out of the way so I can demonstrate. And we're going to be starting with Sufi grinds, which are a slow movement from, let me see, I think the cushion's out of the way here. Scooter's asleep on the cushion this morning.
Oh,
He's curled up in a blanket. So from easy position, Or this can also be done from a chair. Whatever is comfortable for you. With this, beginning with a straight spine, we're going to place our hands on our knees, and this is a rotation. And we will move forward, and as we do, we will inhale. And as we circle backwards, we'll exhale. Inhale, exhale, and move at your own pace. Breathe in slowly, exhale slowly. You can close your eyes, keep them 9/10 closed, and go ahead and do 6 rounds of inhale, exhale. And begin when you're ready. And when you finished your 6, come back to center. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction that you just circled. You started counterclockwise, go clockwise. And we'll begin with an inhale and exhale as we go back for a count of 6. And when you're finished your 6, come to center, straighten your spine. Next, we're going to get into garland pose. We've got that spine started moving this morning. We're taking in breath. We're getting the energy flowing. We've said our mantra that moves energy from the vibration. And we're going to get into a squat or garland pose. And if this is very good for your feet, root chakra, all the good stuff. And we'll put hands in prayer. If it is more comfortable to use a prop for this, please go ahead. You might want to put something under your bottom to help brace you. And if it's too much strain on your ankles, you can go ahead and put your knees on the ground. But if you can get into the squat with, you can get your feet flat. There we go. Feet flat on the floor, knees out. You're gonna have hands in prayer and put your elbows in front of your knees. Push them back. Straight spine. And do 12 nice, deep, smooth breaths. At your own pace, begin. Probably about halfway through. If you're feeling any pain or discomfort, go ahead and sit down, take a break, come back to it. Otherwise, complete your count. And when you're finished, come back to your knees, hands on the floor, back on your knees. Just rest for a moment, straighten your spine. Next, we're going to do cat-cow, everybody's favorite cat-cow. And the more I read about cat-cow, the more I find out about how incredible it is. I'm thinking we'd all live to be 100 years old if we did cat-cow. The latest thing I discovered is that by doing cat-cow, it touches 72,000 nerve points in the spine.
Ooh.
Where do they fit? I am not that tall. 68,000 because of my height. And if you do it for 3 minutes a day, very rapidly, it releases collagen, which gives your skin that glowy look.
Ooh.
Ooh. So for today's practice, we're going to do 2 minutes. You can do 3 on your own, but we're going to do 2 minutes. And basically, you're going to get on your hands and knees, your knees shoulder width apart, your hands flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. And if you would like a prop for this, if it's too much strain on hands or knees, you can lean on a table, lean on a chair if that helps you. Take a break in the middle if you have to get back down on your heels for a little break. But what we're going to be doing is curving our spine, looking up, deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to curve the spine this direction. Exhale, so inhale up, exhale down, and go at your own speed. But if you want that good skin, go faster. Just start the clock now for 2 minutes. Cat-cow. There we go. You're a minute in, 1 minute to go. And you hit your 2 minutes. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Come back to a relaxed seated position. We're getting warmed up. Now we're going to get really warmed up. It's first part of our Kriya Energy is breath of fire, or as I sometimes say, the fire of breath. And this will definitely get you warmed up. This is for energy. It's something to do in the afternoon if you have the 3 o'clock sluggishness and you have one more report to get out and you don't think you should make another cup of coffee. Breath of fire can get you through. So to do this one, you can be in rock pose on your knees, in a chair. This can be done at an office, whatever's comfortable with a straight spine. We're going to be folding our fingers down in front of our palms with our thumbs up, holding our arms at a 60-degree angle. And this is a rapid breath. So anyone pregnant or menstruating might want to skip this one and just keep pace with us with a long, deep breath that's relaxing for them. Because this is going to work the diaphragm quite a bit. And to get started, our first few breaths are going to be doggy style. You can keep your eyes closed or almost completely closed, focused on the tip of your nose. And by doggy style breath, I mean, we're going to stick our tongues out and like a dog for a few breaths. Then we'll stop that. I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to go. We'll take a few doggy breaths. Then we're going to close our mouth, breathe through our nose. We're going to do this one also for 2 minutes. And so many of these things you can go up to 11 minutes, but 2 minutes is a way to get started for our demonstration to get us through a 1-hour practice in the morning. When you practice on your own, the more you do, the more you might want to extend this and the more benefits you'll have. So we are going to be breathing rapidly through our nose. And you'll notice this moves the diaphragm in and out. We're getting so much oxygen in there this morning. We're going to have fabulous blood. So let's get started. Now, even 2 minutes is a long time to hold your arms over your head. So if you feel any strain along your back, feel free to lower your arms for a moment, rest them on your shoulder. You can keep the breath going, that's great. And then you can put your arms back up. And another thing I've noticed with any of these Kriyas with raised arms, if we're holding them for a long time, that if you start to feel pain in your back or your arms, be mindful of how you're holding your position. Have you tensed up going, oh my gosh, when is this going to be over? I don't know how much longer I can take this. Just take a look at what you're doing and relax your muscles a little bit. I picture my arms like prayer flags, very light, light in the breeze. And that might help you last a little longer in this position. And you're almost finished. Ten more seconds. Take a deep breath in. Bring your thumbs together over your head. Suspend your breath. Exhale, slowly, gently relax your arms. Back to your knees, back to your side. Now, the next activity we're going to do, now that we're warmed up, we've got those arms moving, we've got all that energy going through our spine. You should have plenty of extra energy now. And you're going to expect. This next activity is to promote creativity. And we're going to be doing some punching. We'll be bringing our arms back to our side, making fists. And this is clearing blocks that might stand in the way of our creativity. And creativity can refer to so many things in our lives. Creativity can come in when we're cooking. That's creative. Gardening is creative. The work you do, putting together the perfect spreadsheet is creative. There's multi-tab, multi-color spreadsheet. Creativity comes in all areas of our lives. So we'll be making fists and we're going to be punching forward. And with each punch, we'll exhale a nice sharp breath. And when you're ready to begin, we're going to do that for 1 minute only. So let's get started. Halfway there. And you hit your 1 minute mark, lower your arms. Take a nice deep breath. Check your spine. Have you gotten slumpy? Straighten back up. Now, the next time we do this, instead of doing sharp breaths with every punch, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to hold for a minute and do the punch while we're holding the breath. Now, if you're unaccustomed to holding your breath for a long period of time, feel free to take a little sip or a little exhale of air in the middle. This isn't about making ourselves go unconscious. And each time you do this, you will find it becomes a little bit easier to hold your breath. And again, with most of the Kriyas we do, you can extend this a little bit in your own practice, but not very much on this one. So get your fists ready. I'm going to start the timer. Breath and hold and punch. Halfway there. You made it. Take a nice deep breath. Relax your hands for a minute. Okay, we're going to do one more round with holding the breath. Take a deep breath in and begin. Halfway there. And take a deep breath and relax. If you've been in rock pose, you can come out of that, go back on your cushion if you wish. Get comfortable. Now, our next activity is for prosperity. And this is something that we're going to say silently to ourselves, mantra in our head. Our eyes will be almost nearly closed. We can focus on the tip of our nose or on our chin. And we're going to be inhaling, suspending our breath while we say, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. And I'm going to put those words in the chat. And then as we exhale, we're going to and hold as we exhale. We're going to say, excel, excel, fearless. I'll put those words in the chat. So we'll inhale, say to ourselves, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale and hold, excel, excel, fearless. We're going to be doing this for 3 minutes, and I will talk us through the first few rounds. Then I'm going to go silent so that you only have the sound of your own voice in your head, and you can refer back to the words in the chat if you want. Let me see. Yes. You can rest your hands in your lap. And let's begin. Deep breath in and hold. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am beautiful. Exhale and hold. Excel, excel, fearless. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am beautiful. Excel, excel, fearless. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am beautiful. Excel, excel, fearless. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am beautiful. Excel, excel, fearless. halfway there, more than halfway. And our last few rounds we can do together. Inhale and hold. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am beautiful. Exhale, excel, excel, fearless. I am bountiful. I am blissful. I am beautiful. Excel, excel, fearless. Now, today's meditation is the HAR meditation for prosperity. And this combines mantra that we will be saying out loud this time with mudra. And mudra is the term used for hand positions. And for this one, again, our eyes will be almost completely closed or completely closed. And our focus will be down, elbows by our side. And we're going to have our arms at a 45-degree angle in front of us. And we're going to strike the sides of our hands together. When we're face down, our forefingers are going to strike together. Not very hard, just to bounce off of each other. And the index fingers represent Jupiter. The thumbs will cross below our hands with the right thumb under the left. And when the palms are up, our pinky fingers are going to touch each other. And those are the moon mounds. And that combination, stimulation, brings prosperity, which, as we know, can come in the form of many things, not just money. Our crops can be prosperous. Our health can be prosperous. Things that come to us in a bountiful way. So while we're doing this, each time we strike, we're going to be saying HAR. That is our mantra. And in different cultures, the R is pronounced differently. So if you can, when you pronounce the R, have your tongue on the roof of your mouth, sort of on the right behind the teeth for har. It makes almost a D sound. Otherwise, do what you can pronounce. You will get the same effects. We're going to do this for 3 minutes because you can do this longer in your own practice, up to 11 minutes, but they say don't do any more than that or you're getting greedy. So don't need to be greedy. Let's see what 3 minutes of prosperity brings us. All right, we're going to set the timer. We're going to begin for 3 minutes. Hotter, 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 hotter. Hotter, 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 hotter putter, 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 putter. You're 1 minute in with 2 minutes to go. Putter, 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 putter. 1 minute to go. Take a deep breath in, relax your hands on your knees or in your lap. The things I am learning about mantra and mudras is that any repetitive touch or words we say in repetition, Om Namo Satnam, the repetition of our saying or touching is very soothing and it relaxes us. So that stress level comes down, we get relaxed. And we can put suggestions into the mind in a relaxed state. So, speaking of relaxing, it's time for Savasana. You've earned it. Get all comfy. Feel free to put a blanket or a throw over top of you. Put yourself in a position where you can get as many of your vertebrae as possible on the floor. And sometimes the lower portion of our spine has a tendency to curl up a little bit. And you can raise your feet up to have them flat on the floor if that will help the spine relax into the floor. You may not need to go that far. You might want to put a rolled up towel or a little pillow just behind your knees, or maybe you can stretch right out. So get comfortable with your arms rested at your sides. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, visualize yourself sinking into the earth, your mat, the floor, the mattress, and all your vertebra and all your bones are just relaxing. All of our joints are well lubricated and move smoothly. Are you feeling any tension in your jaw? Have you been clenching your jaw? Move your jaw around a little bit, right to left, a little bit circular. Open and close your mouth. And then tilt your chin forward just a bit. Get your neck flat on your mat. Just a little tilt. And then relax back. Slow breaths in and hold for just a moment. And then slowly let the breath out again through your nose. All the energy you've generated through today's practice is spreading out in a wave along your body. It's a nice, soft, even resource. If your mind has started to wander off to what you need to do today, gently bring it back, like pulling on a kite string. Those thoughts and duties can wait till later. Come back for one last moment in your body when you don't have to do anything except relax. Slowly bring yourself back to the present. When you're ready, you can begin to sit up again, up a little bit. And we are going to close off today's practice with Sat Nam, which means truth is my identity. And we'll be bringing our hands together in prayer in front of our heart. When you press your thumbs against your chest, you can feel the vibration of this mantra moving its way up through your body, through your head, out the top of your head. We'll take a deep inhale and then begin. Sa Nam. Sa Nam. Sa Nam. And if you wish, you can ground yourself by putting your head to the ground, getting that last bit of energy coming up through Mother Earth. We are ready to start our day.